Hey guys, welcome back. I have got the framework done up for the fenders. As you recall, in the last video I had done up, the fenders were sitting there, the framework was all mocked up. I had a bracket that I welded on there just to hold it in place. That bracket's been replaced, everything's done up. I've got 4 remaining holes to drill, and then I need to knock it all apart and well, to get them drilled. But in the meantime, I want to show you some redneck engineering that helped me keep everything in place while I was getting it done. So let me run you by what I've got, and I'll show you. You guys ever get into redneck engineering, or otherwise known as hillbilly engineering? Let me show you some hillbilly engineering. So in the last video, I showed you the bracket I had on the front side of the cross member. It was on this side here, on the back side of it there. I'll show you the picture up on the screen there so you can see that. I had to make this bracket here. The bracket that was welded on the other side set the height of it. So between the bottom of the 2x2 cross member here and the bottom of the frame, it's 16 inches. So I used the little angle iron piece on the other side to set the height, and then I had to make some brackets here. This is originally a 2x this is originally a 2x2 cross 2x2 angle iron that I cut down to 1 3/4, so it's welded to the cross member there, and that's what holds it. So I've got 4 bolts holding it there. I've got 4 bolts on the other side, and then that sets the height of it there. So I've got a, you can't see it, but I have a dog sitting on me. You gotta move, puppy. I gotta get up. Come on. Get up. Get up. Get up. Okay. So that sets the height. So you have the cross member all the way across. It's 2x2 square tubing, 93 inches long, I think. So that's solidly attached to the leaf spring there. So on this side here, I've got, it's 2x2 chunks of wood. It's actually 1 5/8. The inside of the 2x2 is 1 5/8. I had to whittle the corners of the wood down to get the wood to fit, so it'll extend on the outside edge of the tire. And I just used brackets from, well, they were Home Depot or Lowe's, you can get them there. But, and then I used the 2x2 or 2x4 to go up against the tire. That sets the gap. And then the same thing on the rear. 1 5/8 wood slid into the 2x2 square tube, and more brackets. And then on the back here, just a 2x6 chunk of wood. I knocked a hole in the center there, and that sets down on it. So the airbags are deflated right now, so the full weight of the frame is sitting on the 2x6, which is sitting on top of the blocks, so that's not going anywhere. And then this is the 2x2 square tubing that came with the kit, and then I used the a plate, made a gusset for the top, and that's that piece there. The kit says to use it on the inside, but as you can see, there's a cross member in the way. I mentioned about last time, but so anyway, this way works. This worked out better this way. So, and same thing on the rear, same thing on this side. I've got the holes there, I don't know if you can see it, that hole there, and the one on the other side, and then the one on the passenger side there. So it's 4 holes left and this part's done. So I want to knock it apart and drill those 4 last holes, but I wanted to show you guys before I pull it apart. And once the airbags are inflated, the suspension will actually rise up. As you can see, the framework for the fenders are attached to the frame, so it'll ride with the frame. So let me get this knocked apart and put some bolts, drill the holes and put some bolts in it, and then we'll go on to the next step. Alright, here you go. Free from blocks, holes are drilled. It's all done. Funny little story though, the 2x2 chunks of wood I put into the end there, I tried to pull them out, and we've had rain here the last couple days, so the wood must have swelled up because now it's stuck in there pretty good, so I'll have to work on that another time. But anyway, I just wanted to show one last final. I'm going to drag the fenders out tomorrow and get going on those, and I'll show you that process as well. On to the next step. I'm going to switch gears here a little bit on it to get this video finished up. I wanted to get the fenders all done before I posted the next video, but I'm having some issues with the fenders, so I don't want to wait for them. But and I moved on to fixing the frame while the weather's nice, and we're supposed to get today and tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice, and then more rain over the weekend. And I don't. In case you guys are wondering, I don't work on the truck grinding or welding under the little carport I have. The structure that I have, the little carport, it was built in the 50s, so everything is it's a fire hazard for welding and grinding. So I'm actually working on trying to get a shop built. It's just like everything, it takes time. So let me show you what I have on the flatbed so I can get this video posted. That's what I have. It's 10'9" overall. It's a flatbed that I picked up off of Craigslist probably last summer or so. Anyway, I've extended it. I put the rack on the front of it, and then in order to make it to fit on there, I had to add 5.5 inches. You can see there all the way across. And then I'll end up putting the wood on it. I've got 2 more pockets to put on, but the flatbed is done for the most part. I want to roll it over on its side and then weld on the bottom frame rails. I'm not a professional welder, so when I weld upside down, I end up burning tips up on the welder. So it's just easier to roll the bed upside down. But you can see there, and then I have to put I'll scuff it all up and shoot some paint on it, and I put the reflective tape back on it. So there's that part there. And then you can see the bumper on there. I'm gonna change that. It'll probably have to be dropped a little bit, and I'm gonna make the bottom bumper match the fenders as far as the height goes. So just one more piece of the puzzle, and I'm trying to get everything done so I can go on to the next step. But like I said, the fenders have been giving me a fit. So anyway, let me get that's all I really have for you for right now. I still got the crossbars on the truck, just again waiting on the fenders. And so anyway, that's all I've got for right now. I just wanted to close this out so I can get the video posted and move on to the next one. So oh, and before I forget, I wanted to put some of the film up of the welding the frame extensions on, so that way you guys can kind of see that too. So just one more step in the process.
bunch of them.
And I have one little circle left. You don't have to make it.
Oh yeah, I take a picture of this.
It's hard to see now.
Yeah, it's hard to see if you get the carbon out of there, but got a good feed down here.